Get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. So the Nets starting five. They've got Cameron Johnson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four. Here's Mitchell. He dishes it to Allen. Got a piece of it. Here's Bridges. With the drive. Basket counts. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. The three from Johnson. Cavaliers with the rebound. The wide open look here for Garland. And they'll get another chance. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Simmons checked in for Dinwiddie. Mitchell. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. Richard, for the Cavs, the progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognize it. He was third in most improved player voting and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
Mobley kicks to Garland. Driving in. Mitchell wide open. And he's good on the three ball. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Here's Claxton, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Mitchell dishes to Garland. For the three. And it's Mitchell missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Simmons passes to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. Brooklyn with the ball. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. He said we have guys who can create mismatches for all kinds of defenses. We know we're going to try to push the issue and attack when we have the ball. So this could be a fun one, Kevin. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, well, you better not ignore the other side of the ball. It doesn't matter how many points you score if you get absolutely no stops on defense.
And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots the three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons, really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5. To the left wing. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Mitchell outside. There's the three. A rebound by the Nets. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. In the corner, it's Bridges. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Simmons. Claxton the pass to Simmons. Nets passing it around. Here's Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
All free throws good from Bridges.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Mitchell against Bridges. Trying to get something going. It's deflected.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Garland. Here's Allen. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Big frame, good score. Pump fake for Allen was too much for the defense.
And he's good on the second. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Brooklyn ahead, up by 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. High post Allen. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Claxton, covered by Mitchell. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Outside for Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Pass to Okoro. It's tipped. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Johnson's shot is off. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Bridges against LeVert. Johnson with a screen on LeVert. Johnson outside. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got 6.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Here's the screen. LeVert the pass to Wade. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Nets leading by 13. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
LeVert against Bridges. Now LeVert. Bridges with the board.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
There's the drive, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Simmons on the wing. Pass to Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call. And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Here's LeVert, and there's the drive.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's LeVert. Bridges with some nice defense. There's a minute left now here in the second. Into the lane, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
It's LeVert on the wing. Lopez outside. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Osman.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by LeVert. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Bridges. And here are the Nets. They're on a 20-7 run. Bridges a screen on Rubio. Dinwiddie attacking. Bridges misses. Rubio outside. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go...
The Nets, 34.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? On the wing, Bridges. 13 points in the game. Johnson finds Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. The kick out to Lopez. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Bridges. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Oh, nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Lopez sets a screen for LeVert. Over in the corner, Osman. No good on the shot. Excellent D there by Johnson. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Bridges. Here's Curry. Dinwiddie passes to Curry. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Garland against Curry. And it's in there. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Johnson from outside. Stolen by Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Cleveland moving it around. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
With the assist.
Here's Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Claxton. Curry wide open. It's good from long range. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
And here's Johnson outside. Doesn't go for him. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it.
Well, he has such tremendous upside, Evan Mobley, and we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets to coach him.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, you love his maturity and the leadership by example.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Kicks it out to Allen. To the inside. And Allen slams it in.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Johnson outside. Back to Dinwiddie. And he gets the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Mobley. Johnson against Garland. Nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Curry setting the pick for Dinwiddie. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. The scoring has been tremendous. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Ricky Rubio is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Wade in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Bridges kicks to Johnson. bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Bridges a screen on Rubio. Bridges outside. Back to Dinwiddie. To the paint, here's Johnson. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. We talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
Pass to Claxton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Out to Wade. Here's the three. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Wade's got 6 in the quarter.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
It goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert. Here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Johnson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Mobley dishes to Allen. Bridges with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one from deep. And the Nets, another three.
Oh, such a good shooter in general. The pull-up jumper is something Bridges has been working on.
Garland with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Nobody near Allen. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. They set the pick, and here's Johnson outside. Claxton the pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Bridges. 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out, Cavaliers with the rebound. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Bridges with the steal.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mikal Bridges.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Left side, Harris, stolen by Allen. For 3, Mitchell sinks the three-pointer.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Curry against Garland. Simmons sets a screen for Curry. Outside Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Fires from deep. Ben Simmons with the rebound. He kicks to Harris. From deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way.
Most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Gets the 3 ball to go.
It does a lot for their spacing with Mitchell's draining threes. That's what they want from him. He can really open things up for their bigs inside.
Now here's Edwards. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Mitchell. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And that one misses. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Mitchell against Edwards. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense pays so much attention to Mitchell, and as a result, it opens the floor for everyone else.
Now Gobert. Shoots over Allen. Nails the baby hook. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. From deep, Mitchell. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a turnaround, Jay. And the shot's good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Nice touch on Mitchell's mid-range J. He gives it just enough to sink the shot.
Towns a screen on Mitchell. Towns with the ball. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers leading. Outside Mitchell. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rim.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Lets the 3 fly. Garland, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Towns a screen on Mitchell. Edwards for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
From deep, Mitchell. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Gobert. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. From deep, Conley. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
The 3 from Mitchell. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Garland against Conley. The 3 is up. The Cavaliers pull it in. It's stolen away. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels finds Conley. Towns a screen on Garland. Launches it. The shot by Conley. No good. Pass to Garland. Beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective.
Please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Edwards can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Minnesota in the lead.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
And Gobert with the stuff.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Mitchell against McDaniels. Crafty move. Here's Allen. Outside Mitchell for three. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And here's LeVert for three. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Outside Conley. Here's Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Prince, covered by Rubio. Fires the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Pass to Wade. Back to LeVert. There's a screen. To the wing, right side. Here's Wade. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Lopez. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Here's the three. Rubio with the rebound. The Cavs have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You gotta like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
Anderson with a screen on LeVert. Up top, Anderson. Back to Alexander Walker. Anderson inside. He's checked by LeVert. Anderson can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Wade. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Banked it in off the glass. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just the combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Reed, a screen on Rubio. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince, covered by Rubio. And he slams it in one-handed.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Now here's Rubio. The D's right on him. Here's Wade. Back to Rubio. Elbow shot. Shot clock at 5. Outside for LeVert. From downtown. Doesn't go for him. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Rubio passes to LeVert. And here's Lopez. 4-3 and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards has got 11 points.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. Thanks very much, Allie. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Drops in the 3. He's got 14.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Allen. Mitchell against McDaniels. Now here's Mitchell, tightly guarded.
And at 6'3", Mitchell gets high up there for those slams. I love that he didn't settle for the layup on that play.
And Grant, Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it, paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number, 45.
A good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice-looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Mobley on a screen. Here's Garland. Back to Mobley. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Mitchell against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. Intercepted. It's Edwards with a drive. Great D that time from Allen.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
From deep, Mitchell. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Mitchell. Allen, pass to Mitchell. Here's Okoro to the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
But after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have, and they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Pass to Anderson. And rejected. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Prince can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Rubio against Anderson. Out to Rubio. Back to Lopez. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Lopez has got his first basket. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
On the wing, Noel. Back to Alexander Walker. Let's go with a three. They get it again. Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Anderson against LeVert. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, you give Karis LeVert that kind of positioning, guys. I mean, he's going to finish with power.
Here's Brents. He's got 5. And a miss there on the triple. Here's LeVert. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two guards, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. They've got Taurean Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the point.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Pass to Anderson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And here's Lopez from the arc. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the paint. It's stolen by Rubio. LeVert outside. Pass to Wade. Now here's Rubio. Here's Wade. Anderson covers. Out to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Minnesota shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Here's Alexander Walker. He's checked by LeVert. And here's Anderson. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Well, I thought the work he did to be able to free himself to knock down perimeter shots was great. He's connected from outside 4 times, and the deep ball has been huge for him. Job well done.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got to come. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball.
The previous play
Percentage
is
looks
under
all
review.
game, and it's paid off. People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Running onto the court, your Cavs powerhouse dance team. One more time, fans, your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Edwards. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Kept alive. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Down low. Tipped. Fast break, Cleveland. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Allen with quick feet and showing you quick hands there. That allowed him to come up with that pilfer.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Edwards is doubled. Here's Conley. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Pass to Mitchell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now Mobley, down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Conley, and Mobley with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Conley against Garland. This one for 3. The shot by Conley, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Mitchell against McDaniels. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Garland for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Pass to Okoro. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Conley. That one's wide left. Outside Mitchell. Here he goes. Garland for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. It ends up being a fairly... Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg.
These epic guard matchups, and tonight, it's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big. They're dynamic. They're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. 3 on the clock. No good from Simmons.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Edwards looking it over. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Here's Finney-Smith. Passes it to Simmons. Johnson outside. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Minnesota. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And here is Johnson. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Doubled by Conley. Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Drops in the layup for 2. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Edwards can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up top, Simmons. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature. Boy, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously, injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Pass to Simmons. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup stores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Conley's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges kicks to Johnson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Conley with it. Bridges covering. Conley surveying the D. Inside. Here's Towns. That one no good. Good D by Johnson. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 5. Bridges outside. Simmons finds Bridges. Releases. Simmons against Towns. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gobert with the screen on Bridges, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. Outside Conley. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Simmons. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will...
Your next U15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And Simmons is out there with Bridges. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets' 5. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Here is Edwards following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. They get it back. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Well, I like how Rudy Gobert is attacking the glass right now. Huge hands to get every rebound in sight.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And it goes down 2 points. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Simmons finds Johnson. Back to Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
This is where it's absolutely terrifying to see a 6'11" streaking Ben Simmons coming at you in transition.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Nets leading by 3. Johnson outside. Simmons on the wing, defended by Towns. It's to Claxton, 6 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk. Now Conley. Outside Edwards. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Dinwiddie check in for the Nets. Here's Noel. Prince outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Here's Finney Smith. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Out left to the wing. Back to Johnson. Puts up a three. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Prince with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. To stop the drought, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Here's Claxton. Reed with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Prince. Hits it from three-point range. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, it's not just Taurean Prince's defense that makes him an impactful player. This guy understands how to play in pick and roll. What a nice job.
Here's Claxton. Here's Bridges. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Prince misses. The Nets with the lead. Claxton the pass to Finney Smith. Dinwiddie outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 5.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Five seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Alexander Walker. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves trail by 3.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Bridges misses. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now, here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Offensive rebound. Bridges up top. Back to Johnson. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They lead by 1. Edwards kicks to Towns. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bridges passes to Claxton. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Claxton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Top of the key. Towns down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Towns, no luck.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Johnson sends the screen for Bridges. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Conley. Towns, a screen on Simmons. Conley dishes to Towns. Let's go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. The Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Simmons. And here's Johnson outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Pass to Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Anderson, a screen on Simmons. They double it with Simmons. From deep, Prince. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Curry setting the pick for Simmons. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Simmons got 9.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
Prince outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Claxton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Now here's Prince. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. He dishes it to Anderson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson, and Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Deep 2 from Anderson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was...
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
First team.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Simmons. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here's Edwards from the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hit you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Simmons. And he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
They get the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Fires the 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. In the corner, it's Bridges. He feeds it to Johnson. Here's Finney Smith. Shot clock at 5. That 3 off the mark. Outside Edwards. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Two things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Karl Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Simmons against Towns. And that one's good. Simmons.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Bridges against Edwards. A rebound by the Nets.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you got to put down in his face.
And Simmons kicks to Finney Smith. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. Feeds to Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. The pass to Bridges. Back to Simmons. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put them.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different
The previous play is under
a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent.
Take a break.
Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
But we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Bridges. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And Edwards drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Simmons looking around. Passes it to Johnson. Fires for 3. Here's Finney-Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And the Nets lead by 7.
Now, this is what taking care of your body and strength training will do. Finney-Smith powers through the contact.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Johnson right side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Simmons, and it's good for 2.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
That's good from Simmons.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Conley's shot is off. And here is Bridges. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
right, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
And the Cleveland starting five. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. Picked it out of midair.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Okoro. Here's Allen. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Nets.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Not a lot of room. And for the Cavaliers, RJ, they found a little bit of rhythm, finally, after the LeBron era.
They sure have. A little 3-year skid. It looked like they were lost, but they kept some veterans around and brought in some great young talent. Maybe not title contenders, but they can make a big splash.
You know, the way things felt...
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
To the inside. Here's Bridges. Up and in on the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Screen by Claxton. Here's Simmons. Shot from the low post is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Garland. The rebound by Simmons. Garland's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Back to Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Now here's Mitchell. 3-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For 3, Bridges. The shot won't fall, and it's Cleveland the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Simmons against Garland. Pass to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Now Allen. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Bridges. From behind the arc. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Mitchell finds Mobley. Out to Garland. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Mobley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Brooklyn trailing. Bridges a screen on Garland. The 15-footer. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Mitchell against Bridges. Mobley passes to Garland. Mobley a screen on Simmons. Garland. And finished off by Garland.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
54 seconds left in the first quarter here. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Back to Garland. Inside. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Garland.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Here's Johnson. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Bridges misses. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Here's Okoro. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Clock at 2. Stolen by Bridges. He got it off in time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top, up by 4. Stay with us now. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers. All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
It's Bridges on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Claxton. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Over Allen. They grab their own miss. To the middle. Another shot. Claxton can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading. 3 on 3. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
On the attack, Simmons. To the paint. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Mitchell's got 7.
And on that shot, just shrugging off the contact like the pro he is.
Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Oh, sweet move. And it's good for 2. Claxton's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Mitchell. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
If you're the D, don't let Mitchell beat you inside. Got to push him out further.
Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Cleveland. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the inside. Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got his 3rd assist of the night. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Garland with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Out to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Over Simmons. No good, off the front rim.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be Evan Mobley. Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Rubio against Simmons. Rubio passes to Lopez. That shot missing. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Bridges.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Wade. Here's Osman. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Outside Simmons. Outside Johnson. And here's Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 20 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Osman. The three. Claxton with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Timeout called. Brooklyn. "12 seconds left in the first half. The kick out. Curry fires for 3. That one no good. Here's Rubio. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Yuta Watanabe out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. Here's Okoro. The 3 is up. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Brooklyn trailing. Curry, a screen on Garland. Outside Curry for the lead. Mitchell grabs a miss.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Garland, no good. Well, the Nets shooting just 37% in the game. Here's Watanabe. Here's Claxton. And the layup is good. Claxton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Rubio passes to LeVert. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Curry, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to LeVert. 3rd quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Driving inside.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
Here's Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Ricky Rubio.
Man, the defender really went after him. Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
LeVert passes to Rubio. Now here's Lopez. The shake. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Pass to Lopez. Lopez, the screen on Curry. LeVert passes to Lopez. Out to Rubio. 6 to shoot. It's LeVert on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Brooklyn. Simmons has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. From deep, Johnson. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got his 4th assist with that last one.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
LeVert goes against Curry. LeVert, that's good. LeVert's got 6 points.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Outside Curry, left side Johnson. Pass to Simmons. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. Simmons against Rubio. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
He was all alone on that one. He has 7.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Mitchell against Simmons. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Nets lead by 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Mobley finds Allen. Garland against Simmons. Pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. Takes a 3. Hauled in by Curry.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Simmons. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
The kick out to Simmons. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Curry. Here's Mitchell. Oh, a special move before that shot. Mitchell's got 13.
We love to see Mitchell explode like this on offense. A guy who has so much potential as an elite scorer.
Off the left rim and out. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Nets. They lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court right now for Cleveland. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot.
Making full use of that reach. Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
Johnson. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. And here's Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Bridges. Mitchell misses.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Simmons, the pass to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Johnson a screen on the vert for three. Bridges outside Finney-Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Osman from outside the arc. It's stolen. Lopez against Johnson. From deep. He can't hit that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. Rubio with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. It's Rubio with a drive. Soft touch off the glass. The Nets with a lead. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
We love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
For the Cavaliers, let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.V. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And the Cavaliers call time here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Garland for three. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Simmons. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavs trailing. Here's Mitchell going inside. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. Mitchell against Bridges. Here's Okoro. Mobley outside. 5 to shoot. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Finney-Smith. From deep, Johnson. Bridges passes to Simmons. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Cleveland, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
When you need a bucket, look to a guy like Mitchell. He's so effective on the floor at finding his scoring opportunities.
Here's Finney-Smith. The kick out to Simmons. Outside Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. The 3. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. The kick out to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Over Garland. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Allen with a screen on Bridges. Here's Mitchell with the putback.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Outside Simmons. And he makes it on the layup. Simmons has got 9 points now in the second half.
Answering the call, Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And they'll get another chance. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter.
Yes! Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Free throw good, Simmons.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Bridges against Mitchell. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Cleveland. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
The defense pays so much attention to Mitchell, and as a result, it opens the floor for everyone else.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
19 seconds left in the game, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Garland. Back to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Shoots from the baseline. Shoots over Bridges. No good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
You've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Mobley with the block. In the corner, Okoro with it. Conley against Garland. Allen passes to Garland. Back to Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot. It's not there. Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. So it's the Cavaliers now. After the basket by Minnesota, stolen by McDaniels. Conley against Garland. For 3, Edwards. Allen with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mitchell looking it over.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws in the game. And Mitchell drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Edwards hits the three-point bomb.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Mitchell outside. The pass to Okoro. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Here is Edwards following the score by Cleveland. Crafty move, driving in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Mitchell outside. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Garland for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Edwards against Mitchell. Edwards drives in.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Conley against Mobley. Here's Gobert. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Now, here's Garland. Covered by Conley. Mobley wide open. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves trail. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards passes to Towns. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Down low. Allen in the post. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. McDaniels. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The drive by Mitchell. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Mitchell against Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
For 3, Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Minnesota in the lead.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. No good with the triple. Cavaliers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Mitchell wide open. And another miss by Cleveland.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Conley against Garland. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Back to Towns. And that one drops. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Passes to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Garland against Conley. Garland dishes to Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Mitchell finds Garland. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. Prince wide open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's LeVert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year team, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Minnesota leading by 5 to the wing on the left. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Here's Prince.
An effective defender. Lopez is very good at contesting shots without fouling shooters.
Wade passes to Lopez. Over in the corner, Osman. The Cavaliers again can't hit. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lopez outside. Three-pointer, Wade. Was shot missing. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Prince outside. To the middle. With 4 seconds on the clock, Reed misses.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after.
21. Cavaliers. 14.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's LeVert on the wing. Over by Conley. They grab their own miss. Lopez kicks to Wade. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And it's Osman missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Conley, the pass to Towns. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Conley inside the line. Can't hit that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Garland, and he makes good on the layup. Garland's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Cleveland. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Allen. And Okoro now top of the key. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Mobley misses. Minnesota leading by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Gobert, no good. Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Okoro kicks to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Edwards against Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Here's Edwards driving the lane.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
Good on the second free throw. A different look now for Cleveland. And he nails the third. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Lopez passes to Rubio. Pass to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. 1:12 left to play in the third. It's Anderson with the drive on the pass to Reed. Another miss by Minnesota.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Out to Wade. Now LeVert. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you give Karis LeVert that kind of positioning, guys. I mean, he's going to finish with power.
Anderson the screen. Out to the right wing. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Alexander Walker. LeVert defending. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Wade with the ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's LeVert. Good D by Anderson. Here's Noel. LeVert defending. Got a hand on it.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again. And
the previous play is under review.
Fourth. And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. On the court for Cleveland. In at small forward, in power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell, and it's Allen in at center. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Outside, Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
You know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the three ball.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
It's Edwards on the wing. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Mobley. He throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Mitchell outside. Mobley outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Towns with it. Garland picks him up. Clock at 6. Conley kicks to Towns. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
A fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
Minnesota leading by 8. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Edwards dishes to Towns. Edwards passes to Towns. McDaniels in the post. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mitchell outside. To the paint. There's Garland. And he gets the basket. Officials blow. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think
The previous play is under review.
calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
For three, Mitchell. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Garland. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Mobley misses. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Inside. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Towns missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Edwards passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Garland. And here is McDaniel. 4 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Mobley.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here's Mobley. And the 3 off target. Missed. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Outside Simmons. Pass to Finney-Smith. Good.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Now here's Edwards. About a minute into this first quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted, because, boy, do things change quickly.
McDaniels against Simmons. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
And Edwards slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The kick out to Johnson. Jacks up a three. Here's Simmons. Outside Johnson. Offline with a three. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Conley. The rebound by Simmons.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see, a level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns. Sends that shot back.
The Nets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Bridges finds Johnson. Back to Bridges. Outside Johnson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Edwards. Nice D from Bridges. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Simmons with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. From deep, Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Towns a screen on Bridges. Shot is good by Edwards.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bridges on the attack. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
Pass to Edwards. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Gobert passes to Towns. Another shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Outside Conley. Here's Gobert. No good on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Doris. These are very capable defenders.
They are, BA. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
And the basket by Gobert.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength has turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
On the attack, Simmons. Here's Johnson. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Johnson's got 5 points.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Towns for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
For 3, Conley. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Stolen by Conley. Pass to Edwards. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Outside Simmons. Left side Johnson. And the Nets miss again. Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to Towns. Towns double team. The kick out to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, BA, the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Reeves checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Watanabe. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince, covered by Johnson. Here's Claxton to end the drought. Tries to break his ice, and the layup is good by Johnson. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Noel. There's the triple. That shot off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To the wing on the left. Here's Claxton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And it's now only a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
On the wing, Noel. Back to Prince. The wide open shot is on the money. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Watanabe's shot is good. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Prince. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Timeout called. Brooklyn. 4 seconds left. And scoring with the play inside is Dinwiddie.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Timeout, timeout. Timberwolves all timeout. Start it.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. Well, and so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Yuta Watanabe. Also Johnson out there. Seth Curry is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And for Minnesota, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
This for the tie. And he takes it up and lays it in. Dinwiddie's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And he's just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Edwards can't hit. The Nets with a lead. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Can they get it? Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Now Dinwiddie. McDaniels covering. Back to Watanabe. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little... Oh, wow!
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Curry's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Edwards, and he drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. To the left side wing. Here's Towns for the lead, and the layup is good. Towns has got 9.
If Karl-Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
And the Nets miss again. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
There's the screen by Johnson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Conley. For 3. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Towns on a screen. From deep, Conley. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Dinwiddie. Will it go? Claxton can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's Edwards. It's tipped. Curry against Conley. Takes the 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Edwards. Towns down low. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 3. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Here's Johnson with the drive. And the layup is good off the glass. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Prince. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. From deep, Johnson. Simmons up top. Here's Claxton to the right side. And he dunks it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Prince can't hit.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That was a missed opportunity.
Reed, a screen on Johnson. Inside. Releases. Reed can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And Bridges, here we go. Here's Claxton. Minnesota with a rebound. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Nets. Watanabe's checked in. And that one's good.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Outside Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bridges. A shot to stop the drought. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
High post Claxton. Stolen by Conley. Towns with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards can't hit. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Lays out. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Outside Conley. To the inside. Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fellow right there.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Towns with the ball. McDaniels, a screen on Simmons. Towns with room to shoot. Cash! And that one brings them within 1.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's the hook. It falls!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Pass to Towns. Over to the wing. Outside Conley. Towns, a screen on Simmons. Conley passes to Towns. 5 to shoot. It's McDaniels on the wing.
Embraces the responsibility of being the primary scorer offensively. And boy, if he's in rhythm, it's a nightmare for the defense.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Bridges. Count it!
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 7 seconds left to play in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here. And he's unable to get the second one. No good there. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory.